When I was in Ghana, I met with William Addo, who's built some of Ghana's most recognized consumer brands. He's introduced some health products which required changing Ghanaians' buying habits, and I wanted to learn how he does it.
Final retailers are either in town, in the central part of the market. I would say the retailers are those people who are carrying their wares on the tables out here. But the shops are all sub-distributors. But if you go outside this area, these very people will also be having smaller shops. I know in one way or the other somebody uses my product, but I think it can be improved. I'm William Addo. I'm a pharmacist by profession and the Chief Executive Officer of JM Addo and Sons. JM Addo and Sons is a wholly owned family company.
When you're launching a new product, how does it end up here? How does it end up where somebody can buy it here?
Yeah, normally what we do is we import the products. It arrives at the port. We ask our clearing agents to clear it into our warehouse, which is outside this area, and we have another one in this area. So once the goods gets into our warehouses, now we talk to the sub-distributors and we give them their allocations. So after the sub-distributors have picked their consignment, they also sell it to other final retail shops who would now then sell to the consumers. But we as a company, we do the importation, we sell to the sub-distributors, but we also do direct supplies to retail outlets as well. But that is very minimal because we try to give space to the sub-distributors to sell.
Why did you start carrying this even without adverts? What convinced you that this was good?
If people come here, they see, they ask what is this, I tell them it's sweet. And how do they do it? How do you prepare it? I say it's like rice, you cook it and then you add your sauce to it, you are done.
So why did you start stocking it to begin with? How come you have it in your store at all at this point? Like when you first decided you'll try it?
No, you know, JM Addo, I've been trading with them for quite a long time, and they brought it and they came to show some to me that I should take some. They know if I put some here, people will buy, you know. So they brought me some cartons and then I display here. Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, he's a close friend, and if he's brought a product, I have to help him sell, you know.
So we can sell directly from either this place or from the other warehouses. But most of the products that come here are meant to be distributed straight to the distributors and not for long warehousing time. Yeah.
Oh, some people do ask. They ask, what maybe, madam, what's this? And I tell them it's sweet, you know. And then they will say, so how does it look like? And I say, it's when you open it, it's like a rice, and then you cook it, you know. Some will say, maybe it will be nice. Some will say, wheat rice. Some too will say, okay, let me go and try. So it depends on the person.
So moving away from risk and moving towards the media planning.
Yeah.
You mentioned 5 channels.
Yeah.
Can you help us understand what each is good for and what each is weak at, and so that an entrepreneur can understand how to plan their go-to market?
You know, it's like if we take the newspaper for instance, there are some people who constantly read the newspaper, but will they look at your adverts? So it's like it's a good medium, but you have to know that by close of day, it's going to be chucked somewhere. If you take the journal, most of the time it's like targeted to a particular group of people. One of the leading newspapers in the country, Daily Graphic, we've been in it for God knows when. Every week, I take the weekly. In fact, if I look in the papers and I don't see the Borges adverts, then I'm confused whether it's the same newspaper I'm looking at. Because it's like every week we are in there. Yeah, let me call the graphic people and let's see how they say.
Okay.
We have a problem with the machine. And the mirror has cut down pages.
I've gone through all the pages and I didn't find it.
Let us say that maybe we should look for another page. So let me check and call you back.
Yeah, so if you can do for me, because I've gone through the mirror about 10 times. So I haven't thought maybe it's a different paper that I'm looking at. And unfortunately, I was telling my friends that, definitely the Oneplex art will be in there. And unfortunately, we all went through. I went through, they also went through, and there was nothing in there. So I thought maybe it's a fake mirror that I'm looking at. But some of these things, when it happens, I think we should be informed so that, I think it was a 64 page or 50 to 64 page item, but because of the problem, they just reduced it. But they should have told us.
Is this the typical way you speak to employees or suppliers when there's a gap between your expectations and
No. If it had been in the local language, if I had spoken in the local language, I would have said other things, to create more humor. And because I know normally every time she's the main person who deals with the account. So to me, maybe it's something that, so I would have told her in the local language that, you see, today that I decided to check, you've not been doing your job. You told me that this is what you've been doing always. To me, it's not too big an issue, because once you get to know, they are going to do what they have to do. Normally, when it's serious, I'll lambast you. But when it's not serious, and I know that's not, it's the same credibility issue that I'm talking about. When the person is credible and it goes wrong, it's not a usual something. But when this person, he's up to something, then your posture becomes different. So it's like I would have started by saying, you can't be trusted because this is what you've been doing, and I've advised you to stop this kind of behavior. So it depends on how credible the person is.
If you live in Ghana, you probably have one of J.M. Addo & Sons products in your home. His consistent marketing presence has been built up over years, and his leadership style is firm, yet calm and available. He always seemed to be enjoying himself and laughing a bit on the inside. I learned more about how he manages risks, leads his team, and how he markets new products. You can too. Just sign up for our free online course, The Sources.